Hey guys, we're back and we have our login page and our nav bar complete. So I'm going to finish the rest of the index page. So if we go down, actually that's login, I want to X out of that. In index.html, we want to go down to where we have this section which is directly under the nav bar div. And we're going to add a container. Alright, and that container is going to have a row. And we're going to have, actually let me just look at the finished one. Okay, so we're going to split it into a sidebar and a main area. So this will be call 4, this will be call 8. So div class call md4, and then we want an 8. Okay. Let's see, the sidebar is going to have a list group, so I want to get the snippet for that. So we'll go to getbootstrap.com and let's see. Under components, we want list group. And we want the one that has the links, which is this one here. So I'm going to copy this. And I want to put this right inside that 4-column div. So we'll change this text to dashboard. And let's see, pages. Let's see, what else? Users. So we'll say user accounts. And we can get rid of this last one. Alright, so let's see what that looks like. Let me get out of that, close these out. Okay, so there's our list group. I just noticed that we didn't change the page title, so let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so this is going to be Alpha CMS. There we go. Okay, now I also want to use icons in the sidebar. Okay, so if we go to Get Bootstrap and we want our glyphicons. Okay, so we have a dashboard. I actually think there's an icon for a dashboard. Yeah, right here. So I'll grab that class. And what we're going to do is put it right here in an I tag. Okay, make sure you put a space after it. Okay, and then the next one for pages, I think for pages, let's use, I think there's one for file. Yeah, right here. We're just going to use this. Okay, so pages. Whoops, I gotta copy it again. Alright, and I'm just going to copy this whole thing. Okay, so for categories, we'll use the folder. I think it's folder open. And then for user accounts, we'll use user. Okay, so let's go ahead and check that out. Alright, so now we have our icons. Now for the main area, we want two tables. We want one for our latest pages and one for latest users. So we want to go into this 8-column div, and we're going to have an h1, and I'm going to give it a class of page header, which is a bootstrap class. And let's see, this is going to say dashboard, but I also want that icon in it, so I'm going to copy that. Okay, dashboard, and then under that we'll have an H3 for our latest pages. And then we need a table. Now, Bootstrap has really nice tables. As nice as a table can get, I guess. Okay, so we have this format. This is the one that I usually use, which is the striped. I like the every other color is dark. And to do that, all we need to do is add this little class here. So let's copy that and put that right there. Okay, and then inside of our table, we want our headings, which will be in a table row tag, and then in table heading tags. Okay, so first we'll have page title. Okay, next one will be category. And also author. Alright, and then we need another table row. And then we need a TD tag. And we'll say sample page 1. But I want that to be wrapped in a link. And I'm just going to have it go to page.html. So that's the title. Next we have the category, which will just say category 1. And then the author. Okay, and then I'm just going to go ahead and copy that, the whole table row. And then change the content. And then for the categories, say 2. I'm just going to do this random. 2 and then 3. Okay, we'll change the authors up. James Smith. Alright, so there's our table. Let's take a look at it. Alright, so that looks pretty good. Now I want to link underneath to view all pages. Okay, so we want to go directly under the table. And we'll have an A class BTN default. And then this will say view all pages. Alright, so there's our link. Now we want to do our users. Same thing. I'm going to go, let's see, I want to go right under this link, and I'm going to do an HR tag here, and then we're going to do our H3, which will be latest users. Okay, same thing. I'm just going to copy this table, I guess. We could do that. Latest users, we're going to have a full name. Actually, we'll just have name. That looks better. So name, email, and group. Okay, name, email. God, I can't type today. Sorry about that. Group, I'm just going to say admin. Alright, and then this is going to go to user.html. And then I'm just going to copy this. Okay, so there's one user. We need John Doe. And then I think we had James Smith. And then we'll add one more. We'll say Lisa, I don't know, Gibbons. Okay, and that's good, so I'll get rid of this last one. Alright, and let's just change the group to registered, and we'll do this one as well. Okay, so there's our users. We also want a button to view all users, which will go right under the table. Okay, and this is going to, oh, I didn't even put a link. This needs to have a link to users.html, and the one up here should have a link as well. And this will go to pages.html. So I think that should do it. Let's take a look at it. Make sure you save it. Alright. We should also do a little footer down here as well. Just something very simple. Whoops. Okay, and then I just want to go to the CSS and say footer. We'll do margin top 30 pixels, padding top 20 pixels, and text align center. Alright, and we'll add a little background color, which will be the same as the login background. And we should also say color white. Alright, we should add some padding to the bottom as well, I think. bottom 20 pixels.